Hey everybody, it's Steph from the High Moving Podcast. Ryan Garcia. Look, he said he's retired. He said he's done from boxing, but he still finds himself in hot water with the latest of his antics on social media, right? WBC president, what is that? Mauricio Salomane suspended him or expelled him, right? He says, exercising my authority as president of the WBC, I am hereby expelling Ryan Garcia from any activity with our organization. We reject any form of discrimination. I fear for Ryan's well-being as he has declined multiple attempts for our help with mental health and substance abuse, right? We go back to the incident at the hotel, most likely alcohol involved, gets arrested, right? Excuse me. He talks about drinking heavily before the Devin Haney fight. Okay, the list has gone on and on. Not really. He has like a new girlfriend every other week, it seemed like, right? All over the place, seems very unstable. Okay, and this is coming from a clip of Spaces, I believe, of him, dropping the N-word and referencing hate groups, right? And, look, when you hear, I'm not going to play the clip, but it's out there. Go find it. Okay, it's not hard to find. But when you play it, I mean, look, I don't accept the language, but you know what? It sounded like to me he was like joking, trolling, okay, in this group, okay, very comfortable, guys being guys, running their mouth, saying whatever nonsense. But again, like, this is public. This stuff is gonna get out, right? Maybe Ryan doesn't care, but it may be, or maybe he does, because he comes out and says, look, I was also trolling. I want, all the killing to stop. Humanity needs to stop killing people. I love everyone. If I offended you, he wrote in a post. I mean, again, it's always after the fact, right? Look, I get free speech. I get he's on Spaces or whatever, just loosely talking, right? But, at the end of the day, you represent a business. He represents the boxing business, as an entity in boxing. And, considering his recent behavior and the suspension from the substance, even though I think, the testing for doping, I think that's a bunch of BS. But all the other stuff can't excuse, right? The drinking, the getting arrested, destroying property, not seeking therapy. I saw somewhere else where he hasn't talked to his father. It's reported that he hasn't talked to his dad in a minute, right? Okay, so, Ryan is going on the deep end, and so it seems. You don't know if he's trolling. You don't know if he's being serious, right? But all this has led now to him being suspended or expelled from the WBC, right? So, look, Ryan's made a lot of money in his young career. At only 25 years old, he's made multiple millions of dollars, right? You would think that, or maybe he's comfortable. Maybe he feels he doesn't owe boxing anything. He doesn't need to conduct himself in a professional manner, right? Because at the end of the day, we may not like, some people being like, oh, he's getting suspended because he said the N-word, and many people say it, da-da-da. Well, see, the thing is, though, it's all about brand representation, right? It's like, you represent a business. You represent, number one, you yourself are a business, right? You're a part of WBC, okay? It's not a right to box in WBC. It is a privilege, okay? And they are allowed to view your conduct. Leagues have policies, man. Sports leagues, all that, the whole conduct detrimental to the league. This is the type of stuff, right? All these organizations have something, right? If we feel you are acting erratic, you are not trying to receive the help we're offering through counseling, mental health help, and all those things, then you know what? Suspended, we wash our hands from you, right? We don't need you. I don't care how much money you make. You are not representing our sport. Now, that could also kind of come across as hypocritical. A lot of people have issues with the WBC and a lot of these boxing organizations and how they conduct business, right? And don't want their skeletons exposed, right? So I do understand that element of it as well. But we're not getting into that. We're getting into the actions of what the president of WBC and saying that they don't want to, look, they're still a business. They don't want to have anything. They don't want any ties. They don't want to lose sponsorships. They don't want to lose money, right? Because of Ryan Garcia. Okay, and Ryan Garcia, despite him making a lot of money, is going to cost himself a lot more money, right? A lot of time, man, you see him at Hudson Casino, he's having fun, living his life, but as quickly as that money comes, that money can go, right? You hear a lot of stories of athletes going broke, right? And hopefully That won't be the case with him in a couple years. Hopefully, you know, in the next year or two, he gets his act together. He's more mature. As he gets closer to age 30, maybe, you know, he'll wake up and decide to take boxing a lot more serious in terms of how he conducts himself, you know, not only in the ring, but outside the ring as well, right? And look, in boxing, there's a small window to capitalize on, right? You know, that 25 to 30-year-old range, that's a good sweet spot to be in to maximize your money, right? Or if you're one of those elite dudes closer to 30, but you're undefeated and you're still a draw, that's another, you know, another sweet spot as well, right? And it seemed like he's kind of ruining that. Okay, so he's gonna be out of boxing for a year, right? He's suspended. Okay, so your next fight, we're not going to expect to see you fight sometime in late 2025 or sometime in 2026, right? You know, so it's just self-destructive behavior in what he's doing. So it's really unfortunate, man. So anyways, man, let me know what y'all think about Ryan Garcia getting suspended by the WBC, you know, or getting expelled, right? Do you agree with it? And let me know what you think. If you heard the rant, you know, was it warranted, right? You know, I mean, it's crazy where he was at the peak, and we're watching his decline, and it's all on him, right? You got suspended, then just, you know, lay low, whatever. But he retired though, right? So if he retired, then he shouldn't even made that statement of apologizing, right? He said he's retired, so in his mind, he's free to do whatever he wants to do, but whatever. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.